Hi, I'm James Gill with Gill Nursery. A lot of people have dead patches in their lawn due to the drought last summer, so I'm going to talk to you about how to repair those dead patches. I've got a few materials here and tools, and so first off, you're going to need some grass, which we get grass in on Friday. You have to come get it fresh. We really like this Floratam St Augustine. It's got a thicker cuticle, that's the skin on the leaf, holds the moisture into the grass better, has a deeper root that makes it more drought tolerant. It's also more insect and disease resistant. If you've had that dead patch since last summer, you've probably got a few weeds growing up in it. So you may be able to pull them, or you may need to use a little Roundup, and that's safe to use in that patched area. Some type of tool for cutting that sod into plugs. A serrated knife works really well. A machete also works well. And a shovel of any type, can be a round point or a sharpshooter like this, or a hoe works well, particularly a mattock. And then something to get those new grass plugs growing well. There is nothing like this Nature's Blend compost. It really does a good job. So now let's go on out to the dead patch and I'll show you how to do it. So, sow thistle, what some people call dandelions, you may be able to just dig that out of the lawn okay. But a really persistent weed like this nutgrass, you're not going to be able to dig those out. And so Roundup really does the trick on those. I'd give those a shot of Roundup. And it'll take about a week for that Roundup to work, for the weeds to die. But it's okay to go in and plug the same day if you want to do that. Your plugs about 4 inches. Doesn't have to be real big, and it'll be easier to get it in the ground if it's not too big. So these are nice sized plugs. You want the ground to have a little moisture so it's not rock hard. Luckily we just got through having a rain, so we're plenty soft here. If you're not soft enough, then you're going to want to run that sprinkler the day before. And so once we've got a little hole, we'll grab one of our plugs, set it down in there, sprinkle that dirt back around and a little bit on top. I still want to be able to see the leaf blades, but if I've got a little dirt on top, it's going to keep those runners from drying out until such a time as they've got some roots on them. Alright, also notice that I didn't tear out all this thatch. That's not really necessary. You can do that if you want, but actually it'll kind of act as a little mulch and help keep moisture in the soil and help keep the weeds down a little bit. You can just dig holes right through that thatch to set your plugs. And to really get these plugs into high gear, some type of fertilizer. Absolutely the best thing you can find is this Nature's Blend compost. Don't overdo it. Just sprinkle a little bit on that plug and just right around it. Don't spread a lot out to the sides because then you'll just be fertilizing those weeds. You want to water it in well and continue to water every day for a week until it's got a chance to grow some new roots. Let's say every other day for the next week, twice a week after that. And you may continue to water twice a week just to speed up the growth so that you cover those dead areas as fast as possible. Twice a week is too much for a well-established lawn, but it's certainly not too much for getting that new lawn patch going and growing and filled in. Okay, as far as spacing these plugs, if you want to fill in that space as fast as possible, you can put your plugs 12 inches on center and they'll cover in about 2 months. If you're not in that big of a hurry, you can put them a little farther apart, about 18 inches on center, and they'll cover in 1 year. I hope we've answered most of your questions about grass. but we're certainly here at both nurseries, happy to answer the further questions, so you can give us a call at either store. And if you have any ideas for other informational videos you'd like to see, please let us know that as well. Thank you.